you to find your math word problems for addition and subtraction with regrouping. We are going to write our name, our number, and our date. If you need to pause to do that really quickly, go ahead and pause. The directions say read each story carefully, then complete 3 steps. Explain what the story is about in a complete sentence, represent the problem, and solve the problem, and answer in a complete sentence. I want you to do number 1 by yourself, but I will tell you when you explain for all of them, I want you to say, this story is about blah, 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 period at the end. And for your representation, you can use a number line, a strip diagram, an equation, or a pictorial model. But you cannot use a BME. I do not see BME on this list. Then I want you to solve to find your answer. If you need to use base 10, use base 10. If you want to use an equation to solve, then use an equation. But you also need to tell me, I know my answer is blank because blank. Okay? I'm going to help you with question number 2. It says the stadium can hold 20,000 fans. At last Sunday's game, 13,482 seats were filled. How many seats were still empty? Okay, so I can see that this story is about a stadium and that there was a game on Sunday. And some seats were filled and some seats were empty. So you need to say, this story is about. Tell me what the story is about. And let's just think about like what our story is telling us. Okay, so I can see that it can hold 20,000 fans. And to me, this kind of sounds like our total. Because like it can't hold more than 20,000 fans. So that means like that is probably how many seats there are altogether. And then it says at last Sunday's game, 13,482 seats were filled. But how many seats were still empty? Okay, so this to me kind of sounds like those many seats were filled, and that kind of sounds to me like it's a part. And how many seats were still empty? This is what we're looking for. And to me, that also kind of sounds like a part because some were filled and some were empty. So if I wanted to represent this using a strip diagram, I could say, okay, well, my whole is 20,000 seats. Or because it says it can hold 20,000 fans. So 20,000 is my whole. And some of those were filled. 13,482. And I don't know how many were empty, so that would be question mark. If I wanted to use a number line, well, a number line is just like our strip diagram. So here's my number line. This is 0 and this is 20,000. And I know that some of them were filled, 13,482, but some of them were empty. So this is also very similar to a strip diagram. I can use a number line to represent that as well. I could use an equation. I could say 13,482 plus something equals 20,000. Or I might also do a picture model. And that might be kind of hard though, because I could do a picture, but am I really going to draw 20,000 seats? That might be really, really hard. That might be really tough. So you might need to think about how you could best draw that for a picture model, if that's what you choose to do. But that might take you a long time because 20,000 is such a big number. Okay, well, I love equations. Like, I just really do. So I'm going to choose this one, and that's how I'm going to solve also. So I could do the reverse, which would be 20,000 minus 13,482 equals something. I could also do that. And to me, that sounds really easy because I could just do this. But I have 0. I can't take away 2. Oh, but I have nothing to borrow. I can't take away. I have nothing to borrow again. I can't take away. Nothing to borrow. I'll go here. Okay, well, if I take away 2, that's going to make him a 10. And if I got to borrow for these guys too, so I'm going to take away 1 and make him a 9. We're going to give it to this guy. It's going to be 10. But, oop, I have to borrow again, make him a 9. That's going to make him a 10, but I have to borrow. So we're going to give him the 10. So now I have 10 minus 2, which is 8. 9 minus 8, which is 1. 9 minus 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 9 minus 3, 9, 8, 7, 6. And, oh, we borrowed, so this is a 1 now. 1 minus 1 is 0. Bring my comma down. It is 6,518. And don't forget, I want you to put, I know my answer is blank because, tell me how you know. I want you to do 3 and 4 all by yourself. You got this.